Hi everyone, I'm Bonita from Pennies to Dollars, and I would like to welcome everyone to my channel, or welcome back. I am a Kansas farm girl who was raised by Depression era parents who were born in 1929 and 1931. This was before credit cards, before Social Security, before Halloween. And so I share some of the ways that I was raised, and hopefully some of these ways are things that we can still use today. I know I still live my life much like my parents raised me, and so I share these tips with you hoping that they will help. I know that times are tough right now, and I said in one of my TikTok videos that anything can become an addiction. Garage sailing, shopping, anything, cleaning, anything can be. So why not let being frugal be your addiction? Why not have a healthy addiction that helps you and helps your family? Addictions are one of those things where when you have one and you stop it, you replace it with something else. If you look back at your life, you've always had something to focus on. You've always focused on a project in the house, or you've moved on to focusing on having a child or buying a house. There's always something that we focus our attention on, and we're constantly moving to the next thing once we accomplish that goal, or we think of another goal that we want most. And being frugal has helped me so much in my life. I had 6 kids. I put them all through 4-year degree college by being frugal. And I actually had someone make a comment the other day and tell me that I lived a sad existence, that I needed to learn to live a little. I have lived a little. In fact, just this year, I have been to Texas twice. I've been to Florida, New Mexico, Oklahoma twice. I've been to Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri twice, and Illinois. I like to travel, and so I use my extra money from being frugal for that. But you can use it for whatever you need it to be. I've done some questions on my YouTube channel, and I found that it was really interesting that I asked people the reasons that they were being frugal. Was it because they were saving for something? Was it because of survival, which a lot of people are learning or trying to learn to do it now for survival? Were they doing it because they wanted to work less? Or were they doing it for more than one of these answers? And 41% said they were doing it for more than one of these answers. And 23% said they were raised that way. Now, being frugal is a skill. It's something not everyone has. It's something that not everyone has been exposed to. And so some people are just now trying to learn different tips and tricks to get by for survival. And if you're in that survival category, it is tough and it's scary, but being frugal can lessen that uncertainty that you have. It can show you results, and it can make your life so much easier by not having to struggle so much. And being frugal is not something that we can compare ourselves to others. What's important to me is not going to be necessarily what's important to you. And so we have to look at that not as a competition or a comparison, but that it is a way that we become more aware of what we can do to help ourselves. If we start comparing ourselves to others, all we do is become more aware of what we don't have and more aware of what they do. And we don't want that to happen. That's where that keeping up with the Joneses thing starts, and it can be a dangerous situation to be in. So we need to focus on what we do have and be appreciative of what we do have, and figure out ways to make things easier on ourselves by picking up some of those frugal habits and adding them into our day-to-day life. I wanted to give an example. Here a while back, we had a whole bunch of airplane layoffs. We live close to the air capital of the world, Wichita, and lots of people were getting laid off because of COVID. People that didn't expect to be laid off. And even though they made a lot of money and they had really nice cars and nice houses, and one gentleman even had a pool, they became scared that they couldn't make their payments on all of their things because they were living based on what they were making, but they didn't have any savings that would carry them over. So we have to remember to plan our lives based on what we make. Not if you make $18 an hour, I make $18 an hour, but how much do you bring home? Because once you take that $18 and figure out what you actually bring home, you're probably making closer to $15 or $16 an hour. And sometimes I think we forget that. We just think, oh, well, I'm making this much an hour, it's okay. But when that job isn't always as secure because we don't know what's going to happen, or we forget to take those taxes out when we think about the actual amount that we make, that can be detrimental to our survival and to us trying to figure out where we are at financially. Banks will give us loans based on that gross amount. It helps them to give a bigger loan, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we can easily pay that amount just because they will loan us that amount. We have to remember to do like the shampoo bottle says: plan, spend, save, repeat. The shampoo bottle has you wash, rinse, and repeat. You don't necessarily need to do that though, do you? Because that's just going to make you use more product. But to plan, spend, save, and repeat, that helps you because you're constantly thinking about planning your next step, what you should spend, where you can save, and then repeating that and continuing to add more little frugal tricks in there that will help you. So in my videos, I share ways that I learned from my parents because they raised me that way. In no way does this mean that I have all the answers or that anyone would want to live the way that I do. For instance, I was chasing donkeys this morning in my nightgown, my robe, and my house shoes. I don't think everyone wants to live like that. And that may be a way different example than what is necessary, but I feel it gives you a visual. We all have different lives. We all have chosen how we want our lives to be. We all know when we need to make changes because things are tough. So I hope this is helpful to you, and I hope that you will come back and follow my channel and give me a like and subscribe because I would love to have you join our frugal family. You have a great day, and thanks for watching.